again, and welcome to another segment of Behind the Scenes with the Lafayette Master Chorale and Children's Choir. I'm Cindy Gerlach, Managing Director, and this morning I am downtown at the historic Reifers Furniture Building on the corner of Main and 9th Streets. We're here because today it is owned by Bison Financial. They are not only one of our biggest sponsors each season, going back several years, but they are also our landlord, as we have office space on the 5th floor of the building. I'm going to take you upstairs and we're going to have a look around the office, but while we go, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the history of the Lafayette Master Chorale and Children's Choir. In 1964, a group of singers from 2 Lafayette area churches decided to get together to sing the chorales of J.S. Bach, just for the enjoyment of the music. Over the next 2 years, the group evolved to fill a void in the greater Lafayette music scene, as there was no group that performed Baroque and classical choral works. When Gene Goodson returned to Lafayette in 1966, he took over as music director, and the group initiated a fall and spring concert, each to open with one or more Bach chorales, with the group thus adopting Bach Chorale Singers as its name. Over the years, the group has performed works by such composers as Bach, Brahms, Verdi, Vivaldi, Vaughan Williams, and Mendelssohn. In 1996, the educational mission and programs were expanded when the Tippecanoe Youth Chorus merged with the Bach Chorale. They were followed in June 1999 by the Greater Lafayette Children's Choir. In 2016, we began a name change process to better reflect our mission, and as of 2017, our organization is known as the Lafayette Master Chorale and Children's Choir. And in 2017, we welcomed Michael Bennett as our artistic director. We have collaborated with the Lafayette Symphony Orchestra, Opera de Lafayette, Civic Theater, and children's choirs around the state. Currently in season 56, we remain dedicated to enriching the quality of life in our community through the study, practice, and performance of choral music. So here we are on the 5th floor of the Bison Financial Building. Our office is just up this way. As we go in, you can see that our sign is an homage to our former name as the Bach Chorale Singers. This was an item that was meant to be replaced this year, but as you know, we had a little downturn, so it seemed like not the best way to spend money. However, if you'd like to sponsor a sign change for the organization, we would be happy to credit you with that. Come on with me. So we have a small suite of offices here on the 5th floor of the Bison Building. Office space is important to us because we have a lot of storage needs. We own risers for our concerts that will seat 60 singers and chairs for all of them. Obviously, those take up a lot of space, so we need a place to put them. Somebody's basement is not ideal for that. So we have storage space here at the Bison Building, and it's easy to get them in and out for concerts. We also have a lot of music that we have to store. We have 56 seasons worth of music, and you can see here in the music library to my left, that's where we keep all of it. Actually, it's not where we keep every single piece of it because we have a lot that we've taken out of circulation that we still hold on to. We have orchestral scores, and we also have large copies of things like Handel's Messiah, and those are stored in another place here in the building. So it's really helpful to us to have this office space, and thanks to Bison for making it available. We have other equipment that we need to store. We have a keyboard. We have other items that are necessary for performances, and there's a lot of work that goes on here in the office. So I think one of our office volunteers is here today, and sure enough, look at who it is. It's Gail Polis. Hello, Gail.
Good morning.
Gail has been an office volunteer here for a while, and I think she has a little bit more of an interesting story about her involvement with the chorale over the years. Gail, do you have a few minutes to talk?
I do.
Great. So Gail, thanks for sitting down here, socially distant, as is appropriate. You are one of the volunteers here in the office, correct?
I am.
How long have you been doing that?
When I retired in 2011 from Purdue, I was kind of at a loss for feeling engaged. And that's when I really began to invest in volunteering in a lot of community organizations and much more time here. I had the time, I love this organization, so my time really began in 2011, summer of 2011.
And you're not the only office volunteer we have.
I am not.
We have Ralph Smith comes in.
Ralph Smith, Kathleen Coffey, and then anytime there's a task that needs to be done, like program assembly, ticket mailings, people come, and I ask, and we just have a fair number of willing volunteers for whatever the organization needs.
Like any small not-for-profit arts organization, we rely heavily on volunteers.
Yeah.
So,
like in Hamilton, immigrants get the job done, volunteers get the job done.
That's right. And I can't tell you how much we value the volunteers that we have here at the Corral. But you are not just a volunteer, you're a singer.
Yeah, that's the best part.
But you didn't start singing with the organization in 2011.
No.
So this organization was founded in 1964. When did you start singing with the Corral?
My husband and I, John and I, moved here in 1967, right after being married, for him to go to graduate school. I was teaching. And word of mouth in the chemistry department, where John was a student, from Dr. Kornblum, and Rachel Kornblum was one of the first singers. Word of mouth, I began to sing with the organization when it was just maybe 16 people around the piano with Gene Goodson and his 2 Siamese cats and Susie, who was at the piano. Life took us away. When I came back, I auditioned and sang when Graham Cowan was the conductor. Once again, being an Army wife. Back again, I auditioned for and sang under Gene Yonkman, and then continuously. So 32 years in all as a singer, 29 continuous years of singing, and I've been so blessed to pass the audition and sing, and it's just where my heart is. It just feeds my soul. It is such a blessing to sing with this organization. And when you love an organization, you give financially, time, talent, so.
And you give all of those things. As a volunteer, you are well aware of how this office runs. And I have to say, I have relied heavily on Gail's expertise over the past year to give me advice on what to do. And I wonder how many people know what all goes in to putting on these concerts. It's not a bunch of rehearsals and bam, you're ready to go, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot that goes on. We have an office because there's a lot of administrative work that goes on behind the scenes. I wonder if people know also that the cost of ticket prices doesn't even come close to paying for a concert. So we rely heavily on our season sponsors, we rely on program ads, and we rely on the support of our donors. Mm-hmm. Thus, we have to keep track of our donors, mm-hmm. and that's one of your jobs while you're here.
Yeah, mm-hmm. I do. I found the perfect fit on the board. Perfect fit for me was sort of I'm teasingly called the calendar girl, but I am organized and I am detail oriented painfully so. And so it's just a perfect fit for me to track and keep track and keep up with records and keep up with the database and prepare music packets and get ticket packets ready for the singers and get ticket packets ready to be mailed out and all those kinds of things. So mailings, just a lot goes on. And I started out not knowing a whole lot, and the previous office administrator, Donna Peterson, taught me lots of things. And so I enjoy what I do, and it fits me.
Well, we are lucky to have you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
There's a lot of important work that goes on up here at the Lafayette Master Chorale office. We keep our archives here, we manage our fundraising, all of our concert operations, and I've heard it said that the office is the heart of this organization. I'm not sure that's true. I believe it's the people that are the heart of this organization. We really appreciate the support of people like you making everything we do possible.